completed his 50 dates to astonishing, triumphant review. Do you see what I did there? And then the last night of his gig, for him to just die of exhaustion in his sleep. That would have been the better story. But, you know, it didn't turn out that way. And when I look at the footage of his last rehearsal, I mean, God, he was looking fit for a 50-year-old guy. You know, the leg extension on that dude was out of control. I mean, I can barely lift my foot off the ground most mornings. Oh my God. Also, right, you should also check out, I told you this wouldn't be linear, Dancing Machine on YouTube by the Jackson 5. Oh my God. Circa 1984, Michael is getting down. Oh my God, he is cutting loose, like doing some crazy, like, robot stuff. That's my half-hearted attempt. As for Michael's music, I liked Thriller, but, you know, there are only about 3 cuts on Thriller that I actually like, they being PYT, Human Nature, and Thriller. I also like the Eddie Van Halen bit on Beat It. But for me, his masterpiece is Off the Wall. I mean, that's just genius. Absolute genius. Like, whenever Michael dropped a new video, basically, it was like an event. People just, you know, gathered around their TVs. When Thriller came out, I remember I was in junior high school at that time. And, like, if you couldn't discuss every aspect of Thriller in excruciating detail for, like, the next fortnight, you just got clowned by your classmates. But I remember the first time I was ever kind of embarrassed by Michael Jackson, and that was for the premiere of the Bad video. Basically, he just revealed the latest incarnation of his face, and I just couldn't believe what was going on. I was like, WTF! Exclamation point, you know. Why has he carved up his face in this freakish fashion? And it didn't put me off his music, but I was less inclined to want to watch his videos because I didn't know what freakish thing was coming next. Of his modern day stuff, you know, 2 of my favorite singles are Smooth Criminal, Watch Me Get My Lean On, as I crash into the plate glass window. And also I really love Leave Me Alone for the hook and also the video and the words, etc., etc. So also onto the child molestation allegations. I never, ever, ever believed that Michael molested children. I think he'd sooner cut off his own dick than ever molest a child. That's my opinion, that's my feeling. And also think about this, if your child were molested, is there any amount of money that you'd be willing to settle for? So you'd have to, you know, you have to take all of those things into account. And I understand one of the reasons why he did settle is that he didn't want to have his genitals inspected. I mean, come on, if you can't understand that, I don't know. I'm going to read you a little extract from a writer named Jonathan Margolis, who spent 8 months with Michael. And this is just brief, and he talks about Michael's children. And it reads, "They weren't spoiled. When Michael brought them presents, Michael would insist not just that they said thank you, but they stand up and say thank you. I also believe he was uniquely attuned to children. Once in a noisy restaurant, he held up his hand to stop everyone because he heard a 4-year-old's tiny voice ask something. Having silenced us, he asked her softly what she said. She asked if she could have a glass of water. Michael poured it for her and took it over to her." He then goes on to say, the writer Jonathan Margolis, "And no, I never saw anything strange happen between him and children, and I honestly don't think anything really bad or dark ever did." So this is just, you know, one person's view, and obviously I don't need or require any external confirmation of what I felt, but it would have been nice if people like that had come out and written articles like that before he died. So the ceremony, I think, is about to kick off in about 15 minutes. So I just want to say, Michael Jackson, I love you, I loved you, and I thank you for all the pleasure you have brought into my life in terms of audio, visuals, in terms of culture, influence, and all of those things. Obviously, you are flawed, and I'm not here to deify you, because you know, and anyone who knows me knows that I had issues with Michael Jackson, but I also know where a lot of those things stemmed from. But I never abandoned you in all of that, and I was always rooting for you. And I hope that you have a fabulous, dignified, celebratory, let me take these glasses off, send off today. I may come back and do a part 2 of this, depending on how I feel, and provided my my eyes aren't too bloodshot. So that's it. Farewell, MJ. Love you. Oh, should I do a quick burst of Dancing Machine? Should I shout at everyone's eardrums with Dancing Machine? Dancing, dancing, dancing. She's a dancing machine. Ah, baby. Right, you can hear that I can't sing for toffee, but I like to have a go. Bye.